Hello and welcome back to Wipeout VR with me, Adam, on the sofa of, and you have caught me in the menu turning up the music because I've decided that I'm just not going to bother to monetize these videos. I like the soundtrack too much and I want to put things on USB and put those in the next episode, so we'll just go straight into the actual game and get the hell on with it. I would like to think that everyone has probably seen these two. If you haven't, then I'll get round to them. But I'm going to start with 2048 because they've got the coolest tracks in and that sort of thing. Combat event. Oh, I hate combat events so much. It's going to have to be a time trial. Oh, the ships look so cool. It's even got a cool name. Oh, they've got little descriptions. Beautifully balanced. This beast benefits from an experimental air brake system, giving it extra maneuverability through the corners while maintaining its heavyweight status. They have a weight class? Oh yeah, so they do. Wait, when did they... The Pfizer fighter maintains an all-round vibe indicator of the team, but with an added punch, this heavy weapons variant is likely to give your competitors a nasty surprise to slow them down on the straights. Huh, I never knew I had all of these. And it's got little... So that one doesn't have mines, or... Yeah, they've got little... They don't use certain things. How bizarre. I've never ever noticed that. We'll be sticking with Kyrex systems, just because I like the purple. What can I say? I'm a sucker for purple. A nice, rich purple looks really nice on a car. I watched the Formula E, the electric Formula 1, and that's very similar. There are lots of those cars are in purple. Ah... Yay! So what do I actually have to get? I have to get 2 laps in 2 minutes 30. Okay. I can do that. That's not so bad. Oh, I don't know this track. Or I don't know it in VR. Whee! Okay, it's not even that quick, which is alright. I was worried it was going to be like super speed, but it's not that bad. I'm used to racing very, very fast, so being like at the beginning of the game again, maybe I'm forgetting how slow it is to start with. Ah, it's such a nice place to be in. You never get any sense of scale anywhere, in anything. And now here I am. And it's massive. Signs flickering on the wall, and all the people watching back there was cool. Never really noticed the stadium bits. Ah, that is really windy. I normally crash there. It's really cool that you can judge corners now because it's 3D, or I'm here, if that makes sense. Normally I really struggle with some of these corners, and actually I'm doing really well. Or maybe that's just because we're only doing about 10 miles an hour. Oh, felt a bit weird then. These sideways corners are the best bits. They're so cool. Tricky to actually race and talk. Only noticed when I was editing the oh, there's a train. Oh, I want to catch up with it. That was a nice little bit. I want to catch up and see more stuff like that. Like when we saw the blimp as well. That was awesome. Big moving things on the track, like little hover cars, and these really cool details really bring it all to life. I showed my dad this about, well, a few hours ago now, I guess. I don't know how long it will be by the time this gets onto the internet. Probably a day or so. But he remembers this game from back on the PS1, and he was just as blown away, going, "Would you look at that? Isn't that cool?" Nah, it's more than cool. It's incredible. I don't want to call it life-changing, because that's a bit strong, but it's certainly a very new experience. There's nothing quite like this in VR yet. Resident Evil... Oh, I clipped the wall then. That was embarrassing. That would have slowed me down. I've got 15 seconds to actually finish this race. Didn't really notice that. Away from the wall. Oh, God. Oh, wow. There's like weird having traffic underneath the track. That's a bit off-putting. Damn it. I messed it up. I was only off by a few bloody... That was 3 seconds over. Right, so I'm going to have to do the whole thing again and race like I mean it. I'm not going to talk so much, and I'll just edit out the bits where I fall completely silent. That'd probably be the best thing to do. Go! Ah, such a good track. Soundtrack. Not this track. I don't even know this track. It's useless. Okay, down here, gotta try some of these shortcuts, if they're shortcuts. Don't know it. Ooh, oh, looking up when I should be looking where I'm going. I was distracted by the pretty ceiling. And the... what even is that? That's just... it's all very distracting. Wonder if they did that on purpose, whether that's part of the idea, is to make it all bright and colourful, so it's hard to play, or... no, probably not. It's just beautiful because they wanted it to be beautiful. Okay, there we go. Down the straight, and then I can speak again. But the glass that you're surrounded with, the cockpit glass, is one of the coolest things. And it does not come up at all in the edit. You just can't see it because it's, you know, it's not 3D, so it's very difficult to judge distance off your flat screens that you're watching this on. Unless you're watching this on your VR headset on YouTube, which you can do, I suppose. I don't know what that would be like, but go for it. But there's like these glass panels that surround the player, and they really look good. They're like frosted. I'll have to see if in photo mode I'll be able to pause it and point them out. It's very difficult to spot. Right above my head there's like a hexagon pattern in the glass, but I don't think it shows up at all. 2 minutes 30, I'm on the last lap. Okay, I might actually make this one, that's not so bad. If I can actually get some of these boost pads and not f it up, it'll all be fine. It's nice that all of the boost pads are on the racing lines. That's really handy, so it kind of rewards you for doing well. Not me, because I do really badly. But it rewards good racers for doing well. Much like Mario Kart. No, Mario Kart doesn't do that. That's just an outright lie. Mario Kart penalises you for doing well. 31 seconds, you can just piss off. I'll take that. Right. 31 seconds. I'll take bronze or silver. I don't care. Okay, it's a pass. A pass is a pass. Now, where were we on zone? We'll swap over. Because I want to go very, very fast, but I also want to enjoy it and it be a nice track. Because I always go for the ones which are, if I show you, I always go for racing the zone mode on these ones, wherever they've gone. These ones, because they're big, they're flat, they're really rounded, and they're really open. Which one looks the most interesting? That one's got the jumps, but we did that one last time. We'll do the wiggly one. Mauawall. Oh god, I forgot about this ship. See, all of them are like this. Wait, that one's not unlocked. I bet it's identical. They all look the same because in this particular mode it's technically virtual. Like it's not happening, you're just testing a made-up ship in a virtual space, which is why it's all like music reacting and stuff. But still, it'd be nice to race properly. I think you can actually if I do it on a proper racetrack. I don't think this is such a problem. Doesn't look so bad here. Harry Mouse seems to be a little bit thinner. I swear to God. That or it's had an update overnight. I feel like I can actually see over the top now, and I couldn't before. I'm not complaining. So I got to 50 last time, on a completely different track though. That's a bit of a risk, isn't it? Okay, we'll take a stab. I have to try and at least reach 50 again. That's the bet. Let's put on a good song though. Didn't go through all the effort of turning it up to not put on good music. Oh, perfect lap. Well done me. Oh yeah, you can sort of see the patterns in the ceiling now. In the glass above my head. In this really bright, colourful environment, the details are much more visible. If I move left and right, you can sort of see what I mean. Which bits are cockpit and which bits are glass. This isn't trippy at all compared to the other one. This is worse than the other racetrack. Wow, that is cool. I wonder why they chose this sort of look. Again, not complaining, it's just a very interesting look. If you've played any of the other Wipeout games before this one, not on PS4 in VR, but before this one was made originally, they never had any of this. It's not like the original Wipeout on PS1 has a trippy dream sequence map. That's just not a thing, but it's a really good idea. And they're changing colours and... oh, you can kind of see the track effects now. Yeah, if you look down, well, if I look down, you can sort of see what I mean. There's like a equalizer on the track itself. I'm hoping they'll update it so that you can see it all the way along the track. Because where we're so low down, there's like a track glare that isn't normally there when you're playing it. I thought the effect was literally not there. Last time we played, last episode, I moaned that I couldn't see the track equalizer, assuming that it just wasn't there. Didn't get onto the VR version. There wasn't enough room or enough time. Perfectly legit. Who's going to notice? But it is there. Just needs an update or a bit of a tweak so that we can actually see it. Ah, that's a really difficult corner back there. Wait a minute, can I look behind me? Oh, I can't do that. Can I pause? Can I look behind me then? Oh yeah, I can. I didn't even think to look behind me. I always forget about that in VR, that there's a whole ship. I mean, it's just a glass cockpit and a seat, but still, and you know, it's nice to see. Oh, the zone comes up on my joystick. That's quite cool. So I can't just glance at the joystick to get a quick reading. The sound effects are brilliant. Like in these tunnely bits, it's all echoey. When you go off a jump or you go up a zone, takes all the bass out. It's just such a brilliant idea. 17! 17! Is that it? I'm going to have to actually aim at some of these boost pads. Problem is, as it gets quicker, that does become more difficult. I don't know if anyone was particularly impressed with me getting to 50 on the last one. People who have played this game not in VR are not going to be impressed by that. They're going to play this and watch that and go, oh, he only got to 50. That's nothing. But in VR, well, actually I can't complain about the ship anymore. I swear it's changed ever so slightly. I can see much better now than I could before. But they would still think, that's not very good. You could do much better on a flat screen. So I am determined to prove them wrong. So this time, over 50. Even though it's a different track and I'm already starting to struggle a little bit, it's really wiggly there. That's a real challenge. Okay, didn't touch the walls though. Alright, okay. Got to really concentrate. These are like... They're quite rounded corners, but once you get to like certain speeds, they stop being corners altogether and just become right angles. Like this one. I have to actually sort of just full throttle, full right, and clip the inside. Okay, where are we up to? 26, so we're halfway there. Halfway there. We'll double this speed. I can do that. I'm doubting myself. You don't doubt me, you know it's possible. I can do this. Pretty lights and all. It is just like Stanley Kubrick's 2001. Did you like my cutaway in the last one? That is exactly, if you haven't seen that film, you need to go see it. A, because that whole sequence is about 10-15 minutes of him just gibbering about in his spaceship, staring into the infinite nothing, which is literally exactly what the experience of going into VR is. So if you haven't got a VR headset, but you've got access to that movie, that's about as close as you're going to get without physically buying one. If you want to have your head blown. Talking about pop culture references and driving at supersonic speeds. 10. God, they're getting really tight now. This is much trickier than the other track. It hasn't got the jumps, but that almost makes it more difficult because there isn't a straight line. I can just hop off and just let the track be a straight line. This is all wiggles. 33. This might be a real push. Oh, yeah. In, out. Middle of these, this is like a straight line, really. It wiggles, but really it's a straight line. Zen. Oh, I can reach Zen state. Come on, pull an avatar. That's what I need to do. From the outside, well, your eyes just start to glow. You just zone out entirely and go avatar state.
You and your forefathers have devastated the balance of this world.
I can get faster!
You shall pay the ultimate price!
It's a shame I don't have a tattoo of an arrow on my head. Need to go faster stripe in real life, really, if you're going to pull off something like this. Okay, brain, catch up. Come on, eyes. You've done me well until now. We used to do motocross in real life, and that was faster than this. That's dodging real trees. I am not looking at anything but the horizon now. My eyes are just on the forward. 40? Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is good. This is good. Everybody buckle down. Clap your hands. Whatever makes you feel like you put your hands in the air and give me your energy like a spirit bomb. Whatever makes you feel like you're taking part, do it. And I promise it's probably helping. Ooh, all these pretty colours. Pretty lights. Pretty lights. Ooh. Okay, I can't speak anymore. I'm just making noises. I literally am struggling. How? How do other people do it? I've seen some, maybe they do voiceovers. See, I have to play these games live. I don't really do voiceovers unless it's KSP, where I record it and then narrate over them later. These are all being narrated as I play. Other people have the advantage of going back to do it later, so they can just race all out. Am I at 50 yet? No! I want to get to 50! Okay, all silence. 48. Come on! Oh! Bugger! Bugger, 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 bugger. Don't look at that, don't look at that. Is it gone? Okay, race again? No. No, that was a fail. See, if you were sat at home and you didn't lift your hands and you weren't clapping and sending me your energy, you know why I failed now. Now you all feel silly, don't you? Well, I think I've embarrassed myself enough for one day. Oh, I know where we are. Sorry, there's that statue down there. That's the background in one of the maps. Does that make it a real place? Not a real place, but is it like a fictional real place that we're in? I might have to do a tad bit of research. Oh, no, this is just one of the racetracks. I see. So the menu, this menu skits and is on a different racetrack each time. Does that mean they'll come by in a minute? Which way round do we come? I'm gonna wait. Oh, there they are. Hey, that's really cool. Huh. There needs to be like spectator modes for VR. That's what this game needs. I want to watch people online from like the stands with my mates. That'd be incredible. Anyway, more things to think about for next time. But thank you very much for joining me. If you like this, please go check out our YouTube channel where me, Todd, Mike, Darren, we all do lots of crazy things in VR and flat telly and pointless fights on the internet that mean nothing to anybody except you guys. So do come and check us out, and we will see you all in the next episode of Wipeout VR.